All right, I'm gonna show you how to put this HOUSNAT juicer together. The first thing I'm gonna say is just a little bit of a caution that I would not leave this out where you have a young kid who could access it. I'll explain that more in a minute. So first step is to put this on here. Okay, then this goes kind of under. All right. So that's your first two items that go in. And then we are going to put this piece in here. It kind of fixes onto the motor base right there. This is the piece you want to be really careful with. These little blades here are super sharp. I already cut myself on this finger where there's a Band-Aid when I was just getting it cleaned for the first time. So on that goes, okay? Then this goes this way, okay? And then importantly, this needs to latch into this little hook, which is a little hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in. So if you see that little hook, this needs to latch, and there's one on both sides. It needs to latch on both sides, okay? Then this is the little plunger bit. And now here is your warning. If you have a kid under 5 or even up to 8, I would be really careful about leaving this assembled, and definitely don't leave it plugged in. This is the slot that you put your, carrots, oranges, whatever you want into that. And you just really don't want any little appendages going in there, okay? Not yours, not anybody else's. So don't leave this out where a kid can get at it. And do always supervise a kid with this item, okay? And then this is your little juice receptacle. So I'm gonna scoot that back a little bit. It's got like a little piece that goes in here, okay? This is supposed to separate out the foam. So I'm gonna just show this because I guess we didn't take it out while we were cleaning. It just goes in, oh, hard to see there. It goes in here. There's a little slot right there, and it just fits in there. There we go. Okay, and then this pops onto here. This was a little hard for me to get on the first time. And then this just goes underneath the spout, okay? Then you are just going to plug it in. I would not have it plugged in while it is assembled. Being assembled, that just seems like a bad idea. And then you've got 2 settings here. So from reading the manual, what it seems like is that this is, will go for 1 minute or 2 minutes, and maybe this is pulse, so let's give that a try. And so what it looks like is that, it can go for 2 minutes, juice like crazy, and then I think you're gonna have to turn it on again. So that's the 2-minute setting, 1-minute setting, and then yes, off to the left here we have a pulse where you could just do that, okay? So last thing I'm gonna say is this thing here was like a foam separator. The juice was foamy. So if that's a deal breaker for you, I'll take a picture of the juice that we made, but it might not be the right juicer, but otherwise it works really well.
Está perfecto mi extractor de jugo. Tal como lo quería. Perfecto. Lista para hacer mis juguitos.